So as you know, there are so many plants out there that you could choose from, but how do you know which ones are right for you? Most of us don't know. Just like me, we go out to the garden centers, we buy the plants that we love based on certain criteria, and then we bring them into our space, we plant them, and then, and then we see the next year that they didn't do well or that they did well. If they didn't do well, of course, we're not going to buy them again. But if they did do well, of course, we're going to buy them again. So today I'm going to share with you 3 plants that I have a great relationship with. 2 that are a new relationship, and 1 has been an ongoing relationship. What do I consider a good relationship? So a good relationship is a plant that is low maintenance. It doesn't require much from me. A plant that has beautiful color, or it has a huge impact as far as the flowering goes, and then the growth. A plant that's easy to propagate and or grow. Lastly, it's a plant that's going to make me look so much better as a gardener, like I am a successful gardener. So with that, let me go ahead and share with you the 3 plants that I have a great relationship with, and that they are the plants that I would highly recommend that you buy for your garden as well. So the great thing about these plants that I'm going to be sharing with you is that they're all pretty much around this courtyard area, including here. I always see pollinator activities around here, which has been a great bonus to having these plants. So let's go ahead and talk about the first one is this dahlia. So I bought this dahlia on clearance at Walmart. They were $10 for 3 plants. Let me see if you can point them out. There's one right there and one further up. It has been so great to have these, and they are more like ground cover here for me. Look at the beautiful variegation to the flowers. So I didn't think I was going to buy more dahlias, but I saw these, and since they were on clearance, and I have a great dahlia that I have for a while now, and it's come back year after year, I was thinking, like, why not? Why not get these 3 plants and then see how they do. And so far, I am loving them. The beautiful flowers, and then also I know that it's going to come back for me every year, just like my first dahlia, because I live in zone 7B and I don't have to dig up the bulbs in the winter. The bulbs overwinter very well, even with the 6 days of freezing temperatures. This has been low maintenance for me. I don't think I pruned. I have not pruned this, and it has a nice habit already. That one got so big that it broke off. I think part of the reason is because it's just gotten so hot over here. Again, I love this one because it's been easy to grow. I didn't fertilize it or anything like that. It's just whatever my soil is here. I would consider that you amend your soil and then fertilize it if it's not good soil. Here's just another view of it, and if I were to go that way, that's the other dahlia that I got. That one was $2, and I love orange for my husband because he likes orange, so I got that for him. That one has been doing well as well. All right, so here's the other plant. So I'm not much of an annual person, but I decided to give this Zinnia a try, and I believe it's called Zinnia elegant. And I bought I bought them in such small plants, like they're like almost like plugs, and bought 3 of them, and they just kept taking off, and this is what they all look like in one clump. It does have a hole here, but I think that's just because it's been so hot, probably because of me and because of the weather, so I can't really blame the plant. Maybe next year I'll know more about it. I love this one for the huge impact that it has. And since it has been here, it's been covered by, or has been loved by pollinators. When the bloom ages, it has a nice reddish, purplish looking color, and that's really good. I have not pruned this either, and this is what it basically looks like. If zinnias are just great plants as annuals for cuttings and for like a cottage garden, and then for attracting pollinators. So I'm not a big zinnia fan, but what caught my eye with this one is the fact that the blooms look like daisies, look like daisy blooms, and I love daisies. So anyway, that's why I got it, and I have not regretted it. I'm so looking forward to having this again next year, and I'm going to try to collect some seeds because they seed very easily. And if I'm not successful with sowing it, I will definitely buy it again because it was only $1 and I believe $1.88 at Lowe's. I do fertilize, or I try to fertilize my plants once a year, and I don't even think I fertilize this area at all because it used to be pretty bare. I just decided to add some zinnia there to see if they were going to cover up that area, and they have. They've just been giving that area that area is such a huge impact, and I love looking at them from my courtyard in front of me here and just seeing the pollinators, just loving them. Okay, so the next one that I would like to share with you is that Coleus. I just love Coleus since I grew it one year. It has come back for me year after year, except for this year because of the harsh winter. What I like about Coleus is that it is low maintenance for me. Um, it doesn't require much for me as far as like good soil goes. You can see it's growing really good, and my Calibrachoa not so much. I think that plant requires more fertilizer on a regular basis, but it's not doing bad. And you can see the Coleus is just doing great by itself. And you can see most people buy Coleus for the beautiful foliage, and they have so many different ones. The other great thing about Coleus is that it's so easy to propagate. These are the ones that I propagated by pinching. Just pinch it off above the node here. You can pinch off most of the leaves here except maybe this, or just reduce it to this and just stick it in soil. You'll have new Coleus coming up, just like that. So those are the three plants that I love. They have a huge impact, nice color, and or they're easy to propagate and or grow. And I highly recommend them because you're going to love them too, because of what all the different features that I mentioned, with the exception of the Coleus and the Zinnia. The Dahlia will come back for me in my zone 7B here. If you live in a colder environment and you need to bring in your bulbs, go ahead and do that. But if you don't want to, they're not that expensive. You can wait until a little bit later in the year when they go on sale. Like I got mine for a pretty good price. You can do that. They also, like Walmart, will have the bulbs for sale like late winter, and they're not that expensive either. And the Coleus, I just need to pinch them off, and then I can bring it in one or two plants inside to overwinter. If the winter is not too harsh, I know the the Coleus flower will reseed itself, which is really good. So the only thing that I probably need to do is to save the zinnia seeds and see if I can grow the seeds, if I can grow it from seed next year. If not, you know, again, it wasn't expensive to buy a little plug of zinnia, and I don't mind paying $1 or $2 for one plant, knowing that it's just going to explode. So I hope you found this video helpful and enjoyable. And if you did, please consider subscribing and liking the video. And until my next video, take care and bye for now.